Welcome to RBMS News.
Brought to you by the Future Leaders Club.
Happy February! This month we're celebrating Black History Month. It's our time to shout out the incredible Black Americans who basically changed the world while we're all trying to still figure out how to tie our shoes.
That's right, and here's a mind-blown emoji for you. 2026 is the 100th anniversary of this celebration. It's officially a century old. That's older than your principal.
We can think of a historian named Carter G. Woodson for that. He picked February because it's the birth month of two big names, Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass.
We're talking about absolute legends like Dr. Charles Drew. He invented this system for storing blood, the first blood banks. So next time you see a bandage, remember Dr. Drew. He was a literal lifesaver before superheroes were even a thing.
And we can't forget Shirley Chisholm. She was the first Black woman in Congress.
Check out a book or a podcast about these icons. It's a great way to learn how they changed the world and how you can too.
On February 2nd, the world's most famous weather rodent, Punxsutawney Phil, crawled out of his burrow in Pennsylvania to celebrate Groundhog Day.
And the result? He ended up seeing his shadow. According to the legend, that meant we were stuck with 6 more weeks of winter.
This tradition actually started when German immigrants used hedgehogs to predict the weather. But when they moved to Pennsylvania, they realized there weren't many hedgehogs around, so they substituted them with groundhogs instead.
Talk about a fluffy career change.
Every morning, whether it's freezing cold or pouring rain, our Red Brick Middle School crossing guards are out there on the front lines.
They aren't just holding signs. They're traffic taming superheroes. They stop giant trucks with a single wave and make sure we get across the street safely so we actually make it to our homeroom in time.
We wanted to celebrate National Crossing Guards Day by saying a huge thank you to our team that keeps Red Bank streets safe. On February 12th, our school's top mathletes suited up for the AMTNJ math competition. And no, they didn't need helmets, just some very sharp pencils.
This is a huge annual event where we went head-to-head against other schools. It isn't your average math quiz. It was a paper-based battle of the brains.
The students had to tackle 10 massive word problems. Think of it like an escape room, but the only way out is through long division and logic.
It was open to 6th, 7th, and 8th graders who weren't afraid of a little math-mageddon. We are so proud of everyone who competed.
Breaking news, we just uncovered the top secret history of Valentine's Day. And nope, it didn't start in the candy aisle.
It started in ancient Rome with a priest named Valentine. The emperor abandoned marriage to keep his soldiers tough. But Valentine performed secret weddings anyway. He was basically a love ninja.
After he was caught, he sent a goodbye note signed, "From your Valentine." He invented the first ever Valentine's card without even using a glue stick.
Celebrated annually on February 15th, National School Resource Officer Appreciation Day honors the law enforcement officers who keep our schools safe and secure.
You can show your support by sharing a thank you message on social media, or by giving a personal, handwritten note to let the school's officer know that their protection and work is deeply respected.
We thank our very own Mr. Fields for making our school a safe and secure place.
President's Day is celebrated on the third Monday of February. This holiday started back in 1879, just to honor George Washington's birthday on February 22nd. Later, the government moved it to a Monday because, let's be real, everyone loves a 3-day weekend.
While we focus on the big 2 birthdays, Washington and Lincoln, did you know 2 other U.S. presidents also celebrate in February? Ronald Reagan and William Henry Harrison.
Next, we have the news of Jesse Jackson, who passed away on February 17, 2026.
Jesse Jackson was a civil rights activist and was a U.S. Senator. He worked in fighting for racial and economic activity for 60 years.
Jesse also worked very closely with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. where he was a young student and he became one of King's closest helpers.
Together, they worked in the 1960s to fight for equality and focused on the right to vote and economic opportunities.
On February 11th, our National Junior Honor Society took a trip back in time. They headed down to the primary school to help the first graders celebrate their 100th day of school.
Our NJHS volunteers jumped right into the action at the activity stations. They helped the little ones build 100-piece towers and craft some very stylish and very edible Fruit Loop necklaces.
Let's be honest, the hardest part was probably helping the first graders without eating all the jewelry ourselves.
To wrap up the day, the NJHS students even got to head out to recess. It was a perfect way to celebrate 100 days of being smart, kind, and, in the first graders' case, really good at jumping rope.
If you're looking for a day to give your pet an extra treat, February 20th is the day. It's National Love Your Pet Day.
It's important to celebrate our furry animals because we rely on them a lot.
That's right. Whether you have a cat, a hamster, or a lizard, it's all about showing them some extra love. Did you know that hanging out with pets actually lowers your stress levels? It's basically science that you should go cuddle your cat.
No pet? No problem. You can still celebrate by doing things like donating to your local animal shelter or even help animals get to a safe place.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of RBMS News. Remember, dream big and we'll help you get there.
Tune in next time as we bring the news right to your classroom door.